The American Sunday School Union, now known as the American Missionary Fellowship, presents 25 years of Coquilala Lake Bible Camp. In the early 1940s, the American Sunday School Union of Philadelphia sent a missionary to Washington and Idaho for the purpose of doing missionary work. Part of that job included organizing a summer camp for children who had little opportunity to get away from the environment and to meet other people. The camp operated for years at various rented facilities in Washington. In 1968, missionary Gil Reno, shown here on the left, who ran a rented camp at Newman Lake in Washington, began searching for land to build a camp large enough to hold the group's activities. Ray Hatcher, who is second from the right, had been Gil's maintenance man at the last rented camp, and he owned a farm on Coquilala, Idaho. In 1971, Ray and Della Hatcher decided to donate 12 acres of the farm to the American Sunday School Union. The property was near the north end of Coquilala Lake in Idaho, 30 miles north of Coeur d'Alene and 12 miles south of Sandpoint, just off Highway 95. The property was ideal as it was adjacent to the public access to the lake. A board of directors was formed, including Mr. Hatcher. They filed articles of incorporation for nonprofit status, thus naming their organization Coquilala Lake Bible Conference. Mr. Fred Hesse of Spokane was elected the first president of the board. The organization represented churches from Northeast Washington and the Idaho Panhandle. The founders began to develop the property. In 1973, using many volunteers, they started construction of 2 buildings. The first building was a multi-purpose facility that would serve as a kitchen and a dining room and a chapel for the camp. We thank the Lord for the many volunteers that helped us with this. The second building that was constructed was a boys and girls shower restroom building. These buildings were both started in 1973 and completed in 1975. The first summer camp was held in 1974 with borrowed tents from the National Guard and rented chemical toilets. The camp opened, serving many children from several Washington and Idaho counties. The counties include, in Idaho, Benewah, Shoshone, Boundary, Bonner, and Kootenai, and in Washington, Pend Oreille, Stevens, Ferry, Lincoln, Whitman, and Spokane County. In 1974, 2 fiberglass teepees were donated to the camp from Southside Christian Church. These teepees were used in the Expo 74 fair. The next year we built 4 cabins to house the boys and the girls. Gene Lewin was the director of Coquilala Lake Bible Camp from 1978, when Gil Reno retired, to 1980. In 1981, Rich Bath came on as the Coquilala director. Under Rich's leadership, the landscaping flourished with the help of many volunteers. Jack Dumars, who is seated to the right of Rich, came on in 1983 as the maintenance director. And Randy Anderson, on your left, came on as the program director in 1986 and the North Idaho Youth Missionary. Linda Nelson, pictured in the center, joined the team as a food service coordinator and a secretary. She has served for many years as a volunteer cook. And Robert McDowell, second from the left, joined the team as Timothy coordinator. He is responsible for developing future cabin leaders and currently serves on the camp board. As the campgrounds and facilities developed, so did the program. We offer many fun games, activities, and skills for the kids, including foosball in the game room, riflery on the rifle course, flag football out on the football field. We have horses in the woods and horses in the barnyard. We have canoeing out on Coquilala Lake and offer miniature golf on our own self-constructed miniature golf course. We have floor hockey in the Southside Christian School Gymnasium, and we thank them very much for their donation of that. Also, we have archery out on the archery range. The water slide, people enjoy that very much. Tetherball has always been a popular sport at Coquilala. Kenny Kempe started building the Trapper's Cabin, and he continued building it into a big fort that the campers enjoy a whole lot. With our program changing at camp, many things have changed. We have started building a new multi-purpose building, so we will have a full-size gymnasium to play ball in. Also, the way you get your mail has changed. Campers must spin the wheel of misfortune. Through the years, the fishing in the lake and the creek have gotten a lot better, as you will see in these two slides. At Coquilala, we offer many different variety of games. On Thursday night, we offer the big event, which we build up to throughout the week, and the campers really enjoy it. We thank the Lord for all the volunteers that have helped at Coquilala the last 25 years. Our thanks is presented in this next song and set of slides by Ray Bolts.
Dreamed I went to heaven, and you were there with me. We walked upon the streets of gold beside the crystal sea. We heard the angels singing, and someone called your name. We turned and saw this young man, and he was smiling as he came. And he said, "Friend, you may not know me now." And then he said, "But wait, you used to teach my Sunday school when I was only 8. And every week you would say a prayer before the class would start. And one day when you said that prayer, I asked Jesus in my heart. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I have a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am glad you gave. Then another man stood before you and said, remember the time a missionary came to your church and his pictures made you cry. You didn't have much money, but you gave it anyway. Jesus took the gift you gave, and that's why I'm here today. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. One by one they came, far as the eye could see. Each life somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices made, I noticed on the earth, now proclaimed. And I know up in heaven, you're not supposed to cry, but I am almost sure there were tears in your eyes as Jesus took your hand and you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you, for great is your reward. Thank you for giving to the Lord. For I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. I am so glad you gave.
One of the things we have added to the program the last few years is doing skits. Here is one with Jason Crowley and David Riffle.
Has anybody seen an Anderson around here? No. Whoa, there he is. Go, Henry. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. We gotta get him.
As you can see from our color coordinated aprons here, we are the dish crew.
I'm 1991.
Yes, from 1991. Since we have dishwater on our brain, we don't have anything to say, so here we are. We're just all washed up.
For high school camp. Hi. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, my name is... What is my name? My name is Falling Rock, and this is Floating Fish. We just recovered floating fish from Big Barrel. Big Bear. He was trying to chew floating fish up. So I caught him just in time before he came tooth jamming. And so, me and Floating Fish, we are from the big tribe of... What tribe are we from? What? Heckawi. We're from the tribe of Heckawi. Because we've been over there, and we've been even way over there. And what we want to know is, where the heck are we? And so, we've been told to tell you about these guns. These big guns. We go up to Kemper, and we say, Kemper, we have rotting logs, and he's an Indian, and we have rifles, but we want those guns. And so we say, okay, we get you these guns. So he gave us these big guns, and we come out, and now we're looking for Matt Johnson. Do you know where Matt Johnson is? Big Matt Johnson. Because we is hunting for Big Matt Johnson. So that's what we're gonna do, so.
Be very, very quiet. We hunting Matt.
Camp ministry, the present, the future, that the good news of salvation might be proclaimed to all who attend.